What's up, my beautiful people? Thank you for tuning in to Shotgun Sundays, hosted by your boy, JWavy, and my beautiful friend that we have here.
Ricflo, baby.
Yeah, so obviously with the title Shotgun Sundays, we have to start every episode with
a shotgun.
And
every week we're going to bring on a new beverage and give a review on it.
So today we have, what do we have? Surf Break?
Yeah, Surf Break. They're lemonade hard seltzers.
Hard seltzers?
Yes, sir.
I can't even open one.
But this is how we're going to start. Ready?
No, like I literally can't open one.
Oh.
Bro, I'm struggling.
My guy.
Like, can you help me? Just crack a little bit.
All right, there. I pulled it.
Okay.
Ready?
And yeah, let's do it.
Oh, cheers first, bud.
Cheers and go.
What do you think? What flavor did you get?
I tried the mango. What'd you get?
Original. And it really tastes like a light Mike's Hard lemonade. Like not that malty taste, but like...
Yeah, how much alcohol is in here?
It's 5%.
5% with only 1 gram of sugar?
They're actually not bad.
They're actually not bad. I'd give it...
And they're $12 for a 12 pack. 13.
Price point 10.
Yeah.
Taste, at least this one, I give it a solid 8.
Have you ever had the Truly lemonade ones?
Yeah.
I think they're better than the Truly lemonades.
Absolutely, actually.
I'm not a fan of Truly, by the way.
Yeah.
Sorry, Truly fans, but...
I feel that. Yeah, I give it a solid, I say a 9. Well, we haven't tried anything else, so we're going to give it an 8. We might have to come back to it. Try it again.
I give it like a 7.5, so we were saying on average 8?
Yeah. So an average 8.
I said solid like a 7.5.
Okay, 7.5, 8. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So let's just get right into it. Weekend recap. What'd you do this weekend?
What did I do this week? Been kind of proactive. You know how I just moved out here and trying to establish myself, and trying to hustle. And just been kind of trying to find my spot out here in Miami.
The alcohol already.
What's so funny, dog?
I don't even know.
He's like, I'm trying to figure my life out. He fucking thinks it's funny.
No, that's not the funny part. The funny part is I remember what you have to talk about, and I'm thinking about a crazy story. I'm jumping ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry, I apologize. This is why you don't have podcasts with Jada. It just doesn't work.
Jesus. This guy's already fumbling.
Go ahead.
So yeah, I've just been trying to look for something to do, get more stable out here, You know me, I've been serving, been in the hospitality.
For years.
Yeah, and I'm trying to utilize my degree more, but we'll see where it takes me. Been doing that, and then just, us going out on the weekends.
True. What is your degree?
Business admin.
Business admin? Yeah,
and then I had a minor in economics, which I fucking love, but...
So would you, if you could go back, would you change your your degree to economics and then minor in business? Would you flip it or no?
Honestly, I might, actually, because now being out of college and looking at it, every society has an economy. So I think looking back now, I think I would have been pretty passionate about economics.
Makes sense.
And my favorite class ended up being sports economics. So there's a lot to economics, and I think either way I would have been happy with my degree now, or if I would have had.
So they were hand in hand.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That makes sense. That was all you did this weekend? You didn't do anything
Nah,
else?
not really, man. Not this week. Compared to the other weeks.
Yeah, compared to the other weeks. But he done forgot something that we did yesterday. What did we do yesterday?
Was it yesterday or 2 days before?
That was yesterday.
I forgot already.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and tell you what my weekend was like. My weekend Friday, I was just chilling at home. I was thinking about playing video games, but then I ended up sleeping early because I wake up pretty early. And then Saturday you headed to work, and then I was like, okay, he's not gonna be off till midnight, and then you were able to get off early, and so then we just chilled. What did we do? We watched movies. We watched a movie, drank a little bit, like we just hang out as roommates because.
Oh yeah, we didn't. I thought we did something this weekend.
No, but we just
like chilled.
Yeah, because we don't, for the past 2 weeks, so he moved out here, 2 months ago, and for like, we've really haven't hung out that much. You would think that we would hang out more, being roommates.
Well, the last 2 weeks I've been really busy, like I haven't been home, that's why too. Before though, we would hang out like 24/7, do everything 24/7.
Yeah.
But those 2 weeks I was just like working like 50 hours or been gone fucking the majority of the day.
And then when you are off, I'm doing a shoot or something.
Yeah.
And
then you're gone all day, then it's like, yeah.
But I mean, it's good because we have our space. So it's like, we never really, because I've heard stories of like roommates and stuff, like they spend too much time together, they get annoying to each other. Like obviously I get annoying to you.
Yeah, obviously I do too. Like
you
fucking annoy me sometimes. Just kidding.
But we don't really like.
Step on each other's toes.
Yeah.
And if we do, we're over it within an hour.
Yeah.
Usually.
And, I've had some hiccups.
We both have.
But the thing is that makes us, brothers is we get to overcome that. And then, also we went golfing yesterday. That was fun.
Oh shit, we actually played pretty good.
Yeah, we played pretty good. And we had a couple of, we didn't have surf break, but we had a couple drinks, and for some reason.
We were playing good. Like honestly, if I work on my short game, I can cut down so many, like, what did I have? Like a couple double bogeys.
Yeah, just a couple. And
if I could have cut those and then made some of the 1-overs as pars, I think I would have had a better scorecard for sure. I mean.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Because I had a lot of double putts and beyond that too.
Yeah, you had 2 and 3 putts, and me too.
Like you saw my hits. Like I was getting to the green quick.
Oh yeah.
Too quick, but it's the short game, man.
Yeah, it's like Tiger Woods said. It's not how good is your good, it's how good is your bad. Because everybody could be good.
Right.
But when you're bad, how good is that? And then me, I'm the exact opposite. It feels like, it takes me a little bit more hits to get to the green, but once I'm there, putting's easy. And the one club that, what's your worst club, do you think? If you had to pick one.
Probably a low wedge, so like a 3 if I had a 3.
A 3-4 iron?
Yeah.
3-4 iron?
Yeah, I think those are harder. They're just really hard to control because they're flat.
Yeah. Me, the worst club out of my whole bag is a driver. 100%.
Me, it's like, I know that I slice, and right now I'm just playing with the slice. I mean, you saw that one, we went fucking all the way to the left, all the way to the right. So, you just got to learn your play, honestly.
No, yeah, I totally agree. That's why I found that 3 iron. Like you said, it's probably one of the hardest clubs to learn. But
you've been hitting it consistently, and you're getting used to it. So I think you should keep starting off with the 3.
Wherever I aim, it goes.
Yeah.
There ain't no left. There ain't no right.
And the thing is that's crazy about it, though, too, is that you're hitting it as far as people that are driving, almost.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you can do that consistently, I would just keep doing that. And then if, like, the long par 5s, then I would use a driver.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, anything par 4 or less, just use that 3.
Yeah. I mean, you don't really need it.
Right, that makes sense. Yeah, I guess I don't know how to really segue into the next category, but.
Well, we didn't really talk about like our intro, like how we met each other. Let's talk about that. Let's take them way back.
That could be the crazy story.
Okay.
If you want.
Go ahead, Lee.
No, you go.
No, I don't remember what we're.
Here you go.
Did our week. Oh, this is our crazy story. So yeah, let's talk about how we met. I mean, it was crazy because I actually was a friend of Jaden's friend first when we met in college, and that's where we met. Crazy story too is like I grew up in California and I ended up all the way in fucking
Washington of all places.
And Cheney out of all places. I mean, this little college town.
Literally.
I mean, my whole upbringing has been crazy, but yeah. It's crazy how, and then at the same time, it's like we're both from the west side of Washington.
Both from the west side, and now we both live in
Miami. But yeah, we met in college. I was working at a little restaurant. We both were on at Eastern University or Eastern Washington University. We were both working there. We knew of each other, but we didn't have shifts together, huh?
No, we didn't have shifts together.
And I didn't like talk to you or anything, but I got close to your roommate, Victor.
Yep.
Shout out to Victor. I don't know if he's gonna watch this or not.
Yeah, shout out my boy. Actually, just won his first tennis tournament.
Oh, he won the whole tournament?
Won the whole.
And we didn't go.
And we were busy.
Oh man, sorry, Victor.
But yes, it is. If you got to make time for people you love, so I guess you could be mad at us.
But congrats though, bro. I know you've been training and working hard for that, so congrats.
Yeah.
So yeah, we met Victor. Well, I met Victor, and then one day he's like, you know what? Why don't you're pretty cool. We've been getting along at work and stuff. Why don't you come hang out and chill with the boys? You know, maybe smoke.
Just a little bit.
It's just a little. So I decided to go over, and then we were all just chilling in Victor's room. It's when like Fortnite was big.
Oh yeah, we were playing Fortnite.
Yeah, we were playing Fortnite, and then Jaden popped his head, and it's like, "What's good?"
Yeah.
And then literally, like, I think our quarter ended, and each quarter we got new schedules because of our classes, based off of our classes.
Right.
And then that's when you and I started working together, and we had like all closes, I think. Yeah, because we had all closes because the next quarter, at the end of the quarter, I remember we would like go out and do shit after.
Yeah.
That's when we started hanging out. Because then we knew each other, and then yeah, we started like just getting along.
Yeah,
we're literally like the same person,
yeah,
just different in our own little ways. It's kind of funny.
Literally, like we complement each other so well.
Yeah, and it's like, but we had like the same. it was shocking, man. No, and I think it's like we have the same humor and everything too.
Yeah, we find a lot of things.
We like literally just look at each other and we'll like bust out laughing.
Like the Minions. That shit be so funny.
But yeah, so where was I? College.
Just us meeting, and then we started hanging out every day.
Oh, and then I went through a breakup, and then he was basically there for the breakup, and was just like, basically, you don't need that hoe.
In more words or less. But yeah.
Basically, you know. And then, you know, we started like just getting close, and that's where our friendship got really kind of concrete. I think that's when we started like hanging out every fucking day.
Yeah, and it went hand in hand because we shared common interests.
And then we had similar majors too, so we were kind of like always like, we didn't have classes together, but we would kind of be in the same facility, you know.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Because I would see yourself like, or see you walking when I'm like walking out of a class or vice versa. We saw each other a lot.
Patterson.
Yeah. I forgot about Chini.
I
Kind of miss it, not gonna lie.
No, yeah, me too. For everybody watching, as hard as college is, once you get out of it and into the real world, you do miss it. So enjoy that while you're there.
It's kind of like the same with high school. Like after, like you freaking dread high school, your whole high school. Like when I graduated high school, like right off the bat, even when I was in college already, I was like, kind of miss high school because you didn't have to worry about fucking tuition, stuff like that.
You got free and reduced lunch.
Your teachers weren't, you know, like, I mean, granted though, high school teachers did make fucking professors sound like they're total assholes.
Absolutely.
Dude, they said, oh, they're fucking dictators. Bro, these guys were cool, bro. And then the fact that I saw some of the professors at the bar sometimes.
Yeah,
that's when you know they're actually pretty chill.
Different world out there.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
But yeah, that's basically how we met. And then what happened after that? You moved, and then I graduated. I graduated before him, so I was kind of done with Chini. I moved back to the west side, which is like Seattle area. Lived in like Tacoma.
No, get it right. Tacktown, Tacoma.
No, I said.
Yeah, we don't like Seattle though. I mean,
Seattle
as a whole, I love.
Right,
The people from Seattle, I don't like people from Seattle.
I associate myself with Seattle versus Tacoma.
Wow. No,
I'm
not
sorry.
saying
No,
it in a bad
no.
way.
Well, I mean, the reason why I say Seattle is because everyone knows Seattle. People hardly hear Tacoma.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people think Seattle, and it's like, oh, coffee, you know, clouds, rain, whatever.
I must admit, I always do say, when people ask where you're from,
Yeah,
I say Washington.
I just say Seattle because it's easy for them.
I say Washington, and then out here, at least on the East Coast, they're always like, oh, DC, how do you like it? I'm like, no, Washington State. And then I always say 45 minutes outside of Seattle.
But the thing is, I think it's a Cali thing. Because when you're ever in Cali, it's like you always say where the big cities, like you don't actually say your city.
Yeah,
because
San Fran.
the suburbs of LA, it will take you like 3 hours to get to downtown LA, but you just say, oh, I live in LA.
That makes sense.
You get what I'm saying? So we just always associate
Redondo Beach in LA, it's like
It's
a
LA.
45 fucking minute drive, but it's in the same county.
And even some counties like Orange County, for some reason, like where like Orange County is south of LA County, people in Orange County still say they're in LA. It's weird.
That's
But it's a different county.
true. Yeah, well, yes, we're from Seattle, Washington, I guess. If that's what you want to say.
But yeah, that's basically how we met. And then what happened? So I lived in Seattle, you're still finishing school, and then you decided to move to Miami.
Yes, and that was
Let's talk about that a little bit. Like, what made you to come out here?
literally, so obviously Victor moved out here first. Victor had a job opportunity. He's a tennis player. And he got a job at, you know, one of the very high and prestigious hotels out here, you know, 5-star hotel resort.
What was the name of it?
Ritz-Carlton.
Oh, okay, the Ritz.
Yeah, so it's very high
No,
prestige.
yeah, I mean, yeah, everyone knows the Ritz.
And so just him being out here, and I just saw that the life he was living, you know. So I woke up, and I actually remember the day, December 19th, I woke up and I was like, you know what, I'm moving to Miami. Didn't have a job, didn't have a car, didn't have a house, didn't have nothing. All I had was Victor. And at the time, Victor had just gotten married. So that's a whole new life for him, right? So,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yes, it's my best friend, and I have somebody technically, but I really don't have anybody out there because he's trying to figure out that.
Yeah.
When you get married, like your life kind of pauses and it becomes y'all's life, not just yours.
Well, yeah, he's got
You're
like,
living for more than one person now.
exactly.
So I was sleeping on his couch, flew out here 3 days after Christmas. So December 19th, I woke up. December 28th, I was in Miami.
That's crazy. man.
One-way ticket. Didn't have nothing. And paid $800 to ship all my stuff out here in boxes.
Crazy.
And it was literally in his living room. And I slept on his couch for probably like a week.
Oh, you
and a
didn't get
half.
like storage or anything like that?
No.
You just send it to his.
Yeah. Well, I asked him obviously.
Oh yeah.
And he was just like, yeah, that's fine as long as you know you're just actively looking for
Working.
work.
Yeah.
And within a week, you know, I had found a job, found an apartment. I went and saw 17 apartments. The realtor that I was working with, he got pissed off because he was like, people usually only go see 3, 5, maybe 6 different apartments and then they pick. I took him to 17, dragged him to all of them. I was looking for the best deal. I did not care. That was like my preferences because I want something nice,
And
good
affordable.
amenities, affordable, and in a good location. And that's when I stumbled on this. And it kind of just, I moved in, I was by myself, needed a roommate, and a friend of an acquaintance was looking for a roommate also. And make sure you want somebody as your roommate before you become their roommate. Nothing against that roommate, our lives were in 2 different places. You know what I'm saying? Like he was doing one thing and I was doing one, and it just, obviously, you know, opposites attract to a certain point, but
But I feel like at some
point,
at some level though, you need some sort of similarities.
yeah, because
Because if you're totally opposite, I mean, there's
Yeah.
nothing's gonna click.
I mean, he was a night owl. He did things that I didn't do. He didn't find any of my hobbies interesting. Like, as a roommate, you know, our common area, it was just, I was in my room and the living room, and he was always just in his room. Never, like, out of a month period, I think I saw him twice.
That's crazy.
And then, yeah, so I hope he's doing good. I don't know where he is. I think he moved back to Atlanta. And then I was by myself for a couple months. And then that's when I was like, you know what? Let me start calling people to see if somebody wants to move in with me because they raised rent in Miami like they did in the rest of the world. And I just didn't want to pay that much. Could I have? Probably if I hustled, but it wasn't worth it to me. So I was just like, you know what? Let me reach out to people. And I reached out to 3 people on the same day. And I'm not going to say in what order because I don't want no hard feelings from nobody. But I said, hey, this is it.
We know the order.
I have a room. This is it. This is how much it is. First one out here wins, basically. It was a race. And my boy Ricky came through. And fucking, I love him for that because not only did you help me, but you're going to help, you know, build my character more. Somebody who I can relate to. College was so much fun because of you and Victor.
Yeah.
And stuff. So.
And I think another thing too that brings us closer together is that we basically had the same goals, you know. I mean, we don't have like the same, but like it's similar, and we're both trying to push each other to get to that spot. But yeah, I decided to come out here, but before then I was kind of like just bouncing everywhere, man. My whole life after college was just ups and downs. It's been crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I was trying to make it out in Spokane. I don't even know why I was trying to live out there. You know?
You adapt to your environment.
I guess so. Like, I was looking at apartments, and then apartments went all the way up because of COVID. And over there in Washington, they were vacating people because of COVID. So because of that, they didn't have any like vacancies. So they're just skyrocketing the ones that they did have. So I was like, fuck, I can't afford any of these. So I'm gonna go live with my sister. And we know how that road went.
Literally.
I was just couch surfing with my sister for a little bit till I can get a place. Shit went down. Then basically we got in an argument with her baby daddy. We ended up moving to Cali. And then that was pretty cool, like, you know, being back home with family. You know, I love my family, so close with my family. Not really attached with them. At the same time, it sucks living at home, man.
No, yeah, I agree.
But honestly, though, I was really grateful for the opportunity I did have. I was working as a bartender at a like high-end resort. It was really cool. Like, I loved it. I mean, I had to drive a little bit to get there. It was in Palm Springs, but it was like super cool. My first day there, Tom Hanks stayed there. Like, it's like super low key, like, you know, boutique kind of like hotel. Like, no one knows about it, but the people that do, like, they keep it like quiet. Like, they don't like telling their friends because it's so like,
it's
like
a
private.
hidden gem.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I liked it, because everyone was there. Like, the place was super quiet, like never loud. And it's like, we had YG come in, Tom Hanks, executives from Sony to come in, like big people, like, and it's like, whoa, like, but at the same time, it didn't have that much pressure as like those high-end places, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you can afford to mess up and then they crack jokes with you. That's why I loved it, is because they're more, these like people that you think are like uptight and stuff like that, they're more like real people.
Literally.
Like, literally, like, they'll crack jokes with you, you know, you crack a joke with them, they're like laughing, whatever. They care about your life. They ask me every day, they're asking me like, oh, so like, what brought you out here? Like, what do you do? Oh, you got a degree, and kind of like been supportive. Some of them even give me like their numbers to reach out. I mean, I never did, but I mean, it's cool, you know. And then slow season happened, and then that's when I kind of got tired of living at home.
Bro, I feel you.
And then I had like saved up a little bit.
This does move.
You know, I wish I would have saved up more and not gotten to those couple festivals that I went to. Definitely 100% worth it though.
You made memories.
Yeah.
That's
But I just wish that I would have had saved up more money to have more leeway, you know, instead of like stressing, you know. But like I said, we're out here to trying to, you know, make it, I guess.
Right. That makes sense. I always told myself, if you gotta hustle, at least do it somewhere nice. So if you end up not hustling, at least you're still somewhere nice.
Very true.
I mean, that's California, Arizona, Miami. Those are like the top 3 places as far as like weather-wise. Nice, I would say.
Yeah, I'm glad I got out of Spokane, man.
Right. Nothing wrong. Washington's arguably one of my favorite states.
And it still is like our like top 2 for sure. Because I love Seattle.
Yes. Like, for a family, like, once I have money, to me, Seattle, Bellevue, those lake houses that are beautiful.
It's super nice. Super
but it's once you have money. You know, you can't be there and be broke.
Same with Cali. Like,
Yeah.
like if you can't afford like the beach cities or like the city, like the big cities like San Fran, LA, even like Calabasas, all the big cities, it's kind of trash. Like, not gonna lie,
yeah.
you know, it's pretty ghetto. Like once you're away from those nice areas, basically away from the beaches or away from the big cities, it's all kind of run down and kind of just ghetto. Yeah.
Ghetto pedo.
Yeah, I love Cali though. Like, don't get me wrong, but that's just the truth behind it.
Speaking of traveling, we have a segment called Ask the Host, which is basically just, you know, fans asking us questions. Leave them in the comment section, Instagram, whatever. You could email them to us. If you have our numbers, text us, Snapchat, anything. A question that I got was, what was your guys' favorite trip together?
Shit. We had some crazy trips, man.
We've had some crazy trips. And I'm not talking about trips. We're talking about physically getting in the airplane and going somewhere. Or driving, road trip. We had a road trip. Camping.
Which one?
Damn, we've had several. What do you think was our best trip? It was either...
I think a top two. My top two
Yeah, what are your top two?
is when we went camping with our homie Mason.
Shout out Mason.
Shout out Mason. Hope you're doing well, man. And then Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico was fun.
I think
feel like they would want to hear more about Puerto Rico.
we can talk about both. I can just...
I mean, yeah, we could sum it up.
Because
Both were fun for different reasons.
okay, I feel like Puerto Rico was just fun. Like, do you hear Puerto Rico? Sounds like fun.
Yeah, you just associate
Like,
fun with it.
camping trip was like, we're never gonna forget it because of what happened.
Yeah.
All the ups and downs. There's
Literally every emotion you could go through.
I just remembered about the girls.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't even know how you pulled that off.
I don't either.
These girls met us in the middle of nowhere.
Hold on. Let's talk about from the get-go. Let's just go over how it all happened. So,
We're talking about the okay.
Yeah. So Memorial Day weekend is a big weekend for us college students, especially at Eastern Washington University.
What quarter is that? Spring.
So it's
Oh yeah.
the end of May.
Dude, spring quarter is like everyone's just done with school. It's getting to become nice weather.
Yeah.
I just remember and then we had the wine mixer.
Yeah. Right after. It was right after.
Oh,
the wine mixer's in June. The wine mixer.
And we went on the boat right after that. Dang, we were active.
We did a lot of things.
Well, those are our last
It's really like your last, month together before everybody leaves for summer.
Well, that too, but like you were gonna move.
Yeah, it was our last.
I was graduating. Like, it was.
Yeah, it was just kind of one of those things.
Our last hurrah.
Yeah, so I think Memorial Day weekend we usually go to Lake Chelan. At least me. And this year happened to be nobody, messaged me. I wasn't in contact. I really wasn't pressured to go because I had already went the 3 years prior.
And I still to this day have never been to Lake Chelan.
You gotta go.
I hear it's like a little. By what I've heard, it's kind of like a Lake Havasu. If you ever heard Lake Havasu.
Yeah, Lake Havasu, Lake Tahoe.
Yeah,
all those.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, in literally 10 days, I'll be there for my sister's wedding. We got a lake house in Lake Chelan.
Nice. You have a +1?
I might have a +1, but I have to work it.
Same.
Don't you just love that, family members get married, have fun. You expect, okay, you get to go to the wedding. I tell people I'm going to the wedding. They're like, oh, you better be fucked up. No, I'm working. Got a videography.
Well, yeah. My cousin, shout out to my cousin. She wanted me to DJ, but at the same time, it's like, I want to get fucked up too. I want to celebrate,
Nah, but shout out my sister. I love you to death. I wouldn't change this for the world. I hope that I can make your wedding last forever. So, yeah. But anyway, back to the story. So, Memorial Day weekend, nobody hit me up for Chelan. So I was like, okay, you know what? Chelan's not it. I've already been there 3 times. Let me do something new. So then literally, I think we went camping on a Friday. Came home Monday. We left Friday.
The whole weekend.
I decided to hit up everybody I knew, which was really just Ricky and 3 other people, on Thursday night. And I was like, hey, tomorrow, you free this weekend? let's go camping. Then they were like, sure. One shirt, and I'm like, okay, maybe this might work. Then I got 2 shirts, and I'm like, okay, maybe this might really work. Then I got 3 and 4 shirts. I'm like, okay, this is working. So we're going camping. And then I was
Wait,
like,
the girls, did they?
no, they didn't know yet. So
Then how'd you get 4 shirts?
well, I got 2 for sure's, and then
2 maybes?
yeah, 2 maybes.
Because I was like, these people are missing from the story.
Yeah. So we get in the car. I get hot dog, sausage, everything that you need for camping trip, tent, all that, fishing poles. And so Thursday night I hit him up. Friday morning I figure out where we're going. So I'm like, Mason, do you know anywhere to go? He's like, I know a place on Lake Spokane. We could try it. So we get there, and I think it's a campground. We pull up.
Oh my God.
And he's like, oh yeah, we got to walk to the beach, and that's where we're going to camp.
Oh my, and then I brought my dog too, because
Yeah, and
I love my dog.
You brought your dog.
That's my baby.
Yep.
She's my baby.
So, he said walk to the beach. I'm thinking it's, probably like a 2-minute walk, 3-minute walk. No, it was like a mile.
No, it was like a mile and a half, bro.
A mile
it was
and
a
a half
mile just
one
like
way.
it was a mile just from the beach part.
Yeah,
remember?
from
Because
the
we had to
parking
go
lot to the
around
beach.
the little cove area because there was no camping for starters. There's signs that said right off the bat, no camping. And Mason's like, oh, it's okay. We just got to go around the cove and hide. And then, so we went, actually we didn't go to the cove yet. We went to the cove the second day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so actually we went like on the little, basically like a mile out. And then we had to do several trips because we brought a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And then I had my dog, and then I had, oh my God.
We had a beer pong table. We were trying to get lit. And for what it was worth, I would do it 100 times again.
No, it was, like we said, ups and downs. So I left my dog Sunny with our first trip of stuff, right? And for the people that know my dog, she doesn't stay still. She's really anxious sometimes, and especially...
I wonder where she gets that from, her owner.
Especially when she's, missing her dad. And then she was just whining. And then we go and get like the fishing poles. Well, I had the fishing poles and just other gear. And I didn't realize that one of the hooks was loose. And like, she was so super happy to see me. She was like jumping her up and down. And next thing you know, she's flopping like a fish. Because
no pun intended.
like literally, she literally had the whole hook. I mean, and I didn't even have like those small hooks. I had like the big ass hook. You remember?
Oh yeah, I remember.
It was like about that big, and it's up in her nose.
Yeah, F you too. Get your hands out your pants.
What the heck is that?
Just called in checking up on you and tell you I love you.
Is that so? Oh, I love so.
Wow. She don't believe that we're in a podcast.
Anyways,
So,
so
yes.
I had the hook was in her nose, like all the way in there, and I was just freaking out. I almost like started crying. I got emotional. I was like, "Fuck! Like this is my baby. Like this is my dog."
This nigga stuffed the shit out of her. You know how they do the COVID test with the
Yeah, that
Q-tip?
shit was in there.
That
like,
was her with the hook.
And then I just like remembered like just getting on top of her, and then I kept like trying to do it, and I was too afraid, and I didn't know what kind of hook it was, or at least I was kind of like panicking. And then I know Jaden's more experienced with fishing than I am, and then I told Jaden, I'm like, Jaden, you take it out. And at first it was like, no, I can't do it. I was like, bro, just do it. And then sure enough, he took it out. She didn't even bleed that much, which was...
No, bro. She was literally...
And then she was fine.
She was crying.
Yeah.
It was fucking weird.
Which she's a trooper because she's been through a lot. Like Austin, my roommate in college, fucking Austin, I know you still remember this. He fucking threw a dart. Well, I mean, it was her fault. But at the same time, he should have like looked out for the dog too. He threw a dart, and like out of nowhere, she turned around and like ran towards like a fly or something, and she got stuck by a dart. And then she was just like looking at it like, what the fuck?
That makes sense.
But yeah, so that's how we started the camping trip, and I was like, fuck.
So that was the first down. Really.
Yeah.
And
then we set up camp. Then we started like, we're camping, and started drinking. And then you were like trying to make a move and invite some girls over.
Yeah, I was trying.
I was really optimistic, bro. I was like,
They're not coming.
we're in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, barely have reception. Barely.
Barely. I mean, like, I had to walk.
Like, we had to, like,
10
put the phone up.
Yeah, I had to walk, like, 10 minutes from the tent just to get reception.
But sure enough, those girls came.
Yep. So Jaden hit up a couple girls. They said, okay, yeah, we'll come. They drove down. I met them at the parking lot, which is a mile. So I walked 2 miles to get some chicks, you know. Then we come back. We start drinking.
And they wanted, oh no, the dog.
Oh, yeah. So
Oh, my
let
God.
me explain this story because I done messed up AA wrong. Fucked up. So what happened was one of the girls brought their little dog, Chihuahua.
But did they ask you? I forgot.
No, I don't think they asked about if there was another dog. I don't remember. And even if they did, I probably said no, just because I wanted to.
Yeah, I think because Ash, the girl, one of the girls told me that your friend said that there was no dog there and I can bring my dog. I was like,
Oh, yeah, I probably didn't say that.
sounds like him, but at the same
And-
time, he made the wrong decision by saying that.
Yeah, so obviously he has a German Shepherd, big dog. She has a Chihuahua, little dog. For those of y'all who don't know, German Shepherds really aren't the nicest when it comes to...
Well, at least my dog.
They want to know who it is, what they're doing. Just like if somebody ran in your house and knocked on your door, you want to know who the fuck it is. So the big dog is without a leash and the little one's with them. And we see that the big dog is about to go attack. So then Ricky is like, hey, Jaden, make sure you put the leash on her. And I'm like, okay, it's on, bro.
Next thing you know, the dog's fucking running full blast.
So he grabs the
and
leash.
then I turned and I grabbed the leash. The leash is not connected to anything. The fucking dog's running. I was like, holy shit. And then this is the first time meeting these girls too.
Oh, yeah, it was. And I thought they were going to leave. 100% thought they were going to leave us.
I would.
But they did not. They stayed. They drank. She was a trooper. The dog was a trooper. Probably shit
But
himself.
the thing is, I had to put, I felt bad. Like, I had to segregate Sunny the whole time they were there. Remember, she had to sleep outside?
Yeah, but who all got to sleep inside? Let's talk about that since you want to get into the details.
So, long story short, these girls wanted to get fucked up, and we all got fucked up. We got Mason too fucked up, man.
Yeah, shout out Mason again.
Mason,
It was the
that
best weekend ever, but we're sorry.
Mason, I know that you don't remember that whole weekend. I wish you kind of did.
It was
but
fun.
I think it might have been a little bit our fault. But next time, don't lose at Rage Cage.
Yeah, there's something you don't do in life, and losing at Rage Cage is one of them. Whenever you're in college, or even after college, just don't lose in Rage Cage.
So we got fucked up. Mason at this point was out of the equation. He was gone.
So now it's just 2 and 2.
2 and 2.
2 females, 2 of us, and 2 dogs.
And then it was time to go to sleep.
Go to sleep, and really nothing crazy really happened. I mean, we all just stayed in the same tent, and when we woke up, you know, everybody was fucked up, obviously, but when we woke up, it was so funny because the girls were like, you guys were having a conversation in your sleep because we were all snoring, all 3 of us, all 3 of the dudes. So, but she said that you guys were taking turns, so I would be, then Ricky, and then Mason. And then they both were like, we could not sleep. And then we were like, well, we're sorry. We're grown men. That's what grown men do. We snore. So then, I guess we left. Everybody packed up. The girls left. They went on their way. We left. We stopped at the gas station. And then we were literally like 5 minutes from home. And I'm not going to detail what happened, but we just... You know, it was a long weekend. Everybody was fucked up. So then the ambulance had to come and take care of some stuff. And then that was pretty much it. But that right there.
It was like, it started off bad and it kind of bad.
Yeah.
But in the middle was kind of good.
It started off with the dog getting hooked. It was like, oh, this is going to be a bad weekend. Then the best time ever. And then literally 5 minutes before we get to drop off the first person, the ambulance has to be called.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But overall, it was a beautiful trip. I mean, obviously I would take away the ambulance and the dog getting hooked for what it was worth, but that makes the story so much more fun.
And that's what I'm saying, like, we're never gonna forget that trip because of all the shit that happened.
Literally.
But yeah, that was that one trip. You want to talk about Puerto Rico a little bit, or?
Yeah, we could. Let's save that for the next one.
Okay. We'll talk about Puerto Rico next time.
Yeah. So then next up we got our upcoming week. What are you doing this week?
This week, still doing the same kind of grinding. Trying to get back in the gym more this week. I kind of fell off the last 2 weeks. My bench is not the same, so that's when I noticed, like, oh, I got to get back in there, you know.
Okay.
You know, for me, it's like a lifestyle. You know, it's like brushing your teeth, and you know, like, I feel weird without not working out a little bit in a day, like whether it's 30 to 2 hours. So I'm trying to do that this week. Stay active, trying to just grind it out. You know, I know I got like some potential opportunities this upcoming week. You know, I've got to talk to a couple people, go from there. And then this weekend, I might go to the baseball game.
Feel you.
So if you want to go, I think we're going to go on Sunday.
Sunday? Just depending on what time?
I think it's the game's at 1, like midday.
Nah, I won't be able to make it.
What are you doing Sunday?
Oh, you asked me what I'm doing this week.
Yeah, what are you doing this week?
This week I have, tomorrow we have the podcast that we have to, you know, I produce a podcast. And tomorrow I have to do that. And then Wednesday we have a content day at a restaurant.
Oh yeah, I was gonna go with you for both days.
Yep, you're gonna come with me and tag along and learn how it's done. And then I'm pretty much free Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday I have...
Wait, what day? Are we going to the Wharf? We got some plans this weekend, actually.
Yeah, we're going to the Wharf on Friday. We're going no, Saturday. We're going to the Wharf at one of these days. I do know that I have a podcast on Friday.
Okay.
Then I have 2 on Saturday that I have to do.
Oh, you're busy this weekend.
And then
you told me.
I have an event that I have to, you know, do a recap video for on Sunday. So that's pretty much my week and weekend. It's gonna be hectic, but you know, chasing the bag. That's all we can do.
That's our goal, man.
That is our goal. And then,
man, it's been a while since we've been in the Wharf. That's like our home venue.
Literally, anytime we're like, hey, you want to go out?
But not have like a cover charge, the Wharf.
Yeah, if you're ever in Miami, well, first, if you're ever in Miami, come say what's up to us, obviously.
For real.
And then second, go to the Wharf. The Wharf, you know, some people like it, some people hate it. We find it very good for what it's worth.
There's a lot to do, like the venue. So like you walk in, and in the middle, it's focused on the bar. The bar is huge. But then it's all outdoor, basically.
Indoor, outdoor?
Well, the bar area is like indoor, but it's like a roof, but it's not like closed off though.
It's like, imagine a warehouse with just the roof.
Yeah.
And then everything else is open.
Yeah, so that's where the DJ's at. And then there's like people dancing right there by the bar. But then there's food stands on the outside. And then like people are like playing cornhole, mingling outside. And then you wrap around and it's attached to the Miami River where like yachts park and stuff. And the last time we went, we actually got on a yacht.
On 4th of July.
Which I remember part of it, but we got on a yacht.
That's a whole different story. But no, yeah, the Wharf's where it's at.
And they have several like bartenders on the side too. Like it's not hard to get a drink there, which I love. Like some places in Miami,
there's
you'll be in there.
3,
the fucking
4,
we'll
5. There's 5 bars. 5 bars and this one venue.
And dude, one place not to go is that one. What's that place? The fucking fat line to the bathroom.
Racket.
Watch out for Racket.
Racket's good
like,
if you don't have to go to the restroom.
Yeah, don't like
or get a drink.
If you're just trying to dance, Racket's cool.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But like literally the bathroom, I think they only have 4 stalls, both men and women. Like it's unisex, so there's a fat line.
So, I guess this week should be fun. We'll be back next Sunday.
We'll talk about some other stuff, I guess.
Yeah. Obviously, thank you for tuning in to another episode. I know it is episode 1, but thank you for tuning in to Shotgun Sundays with your favorite hosts. We look forward to bringing you more content. Anything you want to let us know, leave in the comment section. You know, follow us on Instagram, Shotgun Sundays Podcast. You know, we're going to make a Snapchat soon. And, you know, just stay up to date with our lives. Also, follow him on his ventures, the real Ricflo on Instagram, right?
Right.
And then me, JWavy Goes Crazy. And yeah, anytime you guys are in Miami, just let us know. And if anybody would like to be a special guest on our podcast, let us know.
Oh, let us know for sure. We'd love to bring people on.
Yeah.
You know, just talk about whatever.
No, yeah, absolutely. Well, we're going to drink some more. So stay tuned. We'll see y'all
Peace
next
out.
week.
Love you guys.
We out.